I was messing around today and on like a free website where you can make little intro videos and stuff using their free crap. So it left a little watermark, but I put sounds and all logos and, you know, made the whole little 9.1 second video clip for the stinger. Trying something different.
I like it. It's
just
fancy.
Yeah. Well, you know that sound is a pretty popular sound.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's from like a movie or something, but I altered it a little bit. So,
what, the toasty or
no, the toasty? No,
that's
the
OG right
sound.
There.
Yeah, that's like Mortal Kombat. OG. What 90? When did that game come out? 91, 92, something like that. 93. I don't even know.
The original.
Yeah, because it was on the original, wasn't it? It popped up in the arcade too and shit.
Yeah.
Let's see. Mortal Kombat 92.
Yep, I was just looking that up. Yep.
Yeah, 1992. Straight.
He was wearing silk shirts.
Cameron.
Silk shirts.
And
yeah.
Cam.
90 silk shirts, dude. Did y'all
silk shirts and Bugle Boys?
Let me see what that looks like. Oh, dude, yeah. Some of these silk shirts from the 90s are just legit.
Somebody refresh my Twitter. There was a barber freaking acting like he was using a dildo as a fucking comb on some dude.
I saw that shit, dude.
I was like, what the fuck? Like, I'd punch a motherfucker in his face, dude.
He had his eyes closed.
Yeah, he did. He was like, and then his dildo's just.
It's on Twitter, right? You should try to pull that up because that's fucking
I just refreshed, so it might take me a while to find it.
I saw one where there's a bunch of barbers and they had their wives kiss them while their eyes were closed and then act like it was them that did it.
Yeah. It's kind of like the one where they have their zipper down and like rubbing like a sausage or a hot dog on somebody's mouth to wake them up, and then they like zip up their pants really fast. Okay, here's the video.
That's gonna get flagged.
It's the lip waggle for me, bro.
It's a
You have to.
I'm gonna have to blur it.
Yeah.
It's a prosthetic thumb. It's a really big prosthetic thumb. That's what that was.
I literally, like, my shit just refreshed because it refreshes every so often. I was like, please refresh again. Please refresh again.
Dude, like, yeah, we're not on Kick, so we gotta be careful, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be showing prosthetic thumbs out there.
All right.
Getting mentally prepared. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
For BO6.
I was about to.
We'll just all.
Y'all have fun with that.
Yeah.
What?
Did you play the
Mm-hmm.
the beta thing?
The beta? Yeah.
It looked.
I liked it.
Yeah. Looked extremely aggravating. Much like all the other Call of Duties. It's extremely aggravating.
Yeah.
I just like the fact that they brought movement, like actual movement back.
Yeah. It's that omnidirectional crap, right? That they brought in.
Yeah.
How does that feel when you're playing it?
It's weird.
Does it feel like you're...
But it's not... It don't feel too crazy. No, it's not too...
It's a child of Black Ops 4 and Cold War.
I hate Cold War.
I feel like it's going backwards then. Yeah, we'll see how it goes, I suppose.
I don't know. I liked it.
Yeah. I didn't play it.
I've been video game free, and it's been kind of. But I'm also busy as fuck, so it's like I have no time to play shit.
We've been playing Once Human. That fun game's addicting as fuck.
Yeah, it is. It's really good, honestly. There's glitchy shit in it, but overall, like as a whole, the game is actually well put together and it's free, which is really cool too.
What is it called?
I mean,
Once Human. It's on Steam.
I wonder if that's what my buddy was like helping develop.
You would like it because you were obsessed with Sons of the Forest, and it's kind of like that. It's an open world survival,
resource based building.
Mm-hmm.
You can do PvE or PvP. So PvE is just like you versus the NPCs in the
everyone.
World. PvP would be like you versus everyone plus the NPCs, I think.
But I think there's only PvP and PvP zones.
What do you mean zone? Like
those little maps on those dots on the map that have the old wells as the icon. Those are PvP zones.
Yeah, like the little bases that are marked as PvP type of thing.
Okay. Yeah.
But it looks like there should be something there, but when you go there, it's completely empty.
Yeah.
I got it.
It's Human at Z is what he's.
Oh. What is that?
Like, I don't know. He's into those types of weird, like Daisy and all that type of stuff or whatever. But it's a guy I worked with a long time ago, and he hit me up about streaming like a long time ago, and then he started playing this game, and the actual devs hit him up, and so now he works for.
What does he do for them? Like, what?
He's more of a tester than anything, but he's on the payroll.
Oh, so he's like QAing the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
quality assurance.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Such.
Yeah. But yeah, well, he lost a bet a while back, so he's gonna be streaming. He hadn't streamed in a long time, but he's gonna be streaming again in a Saints jersey.
A Saints jersey?
Yup.
Ah. I don't even own a jersey.
I do. It's just in the attic.
What
old Oilers jersey?
Oh, shit.
I don't have a
Ray Childress.
I don't have a jersey either. I've never owned a jersey of any type.
I have a few.
There might be a navy and red Rockets Elijah jersey up there too.
Elijah? Like Hakeem Elijah?
Yeah.
Hakeem.
Yep. And then I have a few signed Eagles jerseys in my closet that I've been trying to hawk.
Ah. Huh. Who was that player that played for the Eagles that like got in trouble for dogfighting? Was that
Mike Vick?
That's Falcons.
Michael Vick.
Michael Vick. Didn't he play for the Eagles?
Falcons.
He played for the Falcons.
Yeah, he was with Falcons.
And then got in trouble. And then came back and played for the other teams. He just wasn't as good when he came back.
He did play for the Eagles.
He did when he came back.
Yeah.
No, he actually
was it?
He was with the Falcons from 01 to 08, and then Philly 9 to 13, and then he went to the Jets and
then there's 15. Between one of those. Yeah, I was gonna say between one of those was prison, and I want to say he was playing for the Falcons when he went to the prison.
Wait, so he went to prison and he got out, and they let him play football again?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I mean, they let OJ play.
Well, I mean, he didn't. Like, he was found. He was acquitted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Legally, we all know better.
And it was after his football career.
Yeah. He was way done, right? After that, before that all happened.
Oh yeah, this was quite a bit.
And Pete Rose gets banned.
What did he get banned for?
Betting.
Yeah, it was betting and like
games.
Cocaine or something, right? Wasn't he using drugs too?
So yeah,
he was
Falcons, and then he came back.
Pete Rose was. Who did he play for? Who did Pete Rose play for? Reds?
Twins.
Reds.
Cincinnati, I think.
Actually, I think I have a Vic jersey.
Let me see.
I'm pretty sure it's Cincinnati.
Played for the Cincinnati Reds, yeah. He played for 3 teams. The Phillies, the Reds, the Phillies, and the Expos. And then he played for the Tigers of Del Chinadega, a Nicaraguan professional baseball team.
When did he go to prison?
Oh, wait.
Ooh, Pete Rose?
Oh, wait.
So, no.
So it's between the Falcons and Eagles.
Yeah.
Oh. So the Eagles have low standards then. Got it.
Well, look, I gotta.
They do have the
have
worst fan base of all of NFL.
Honestly,
I do have a signed Vic jersey for sale.
Ew. Honestly, like Philadelphia is not my favorite place at all.
You know,
I've
you
been
could
there.
probably get some fucking hella money off of that for edge lords that want to be edgy.
Yeah.
I have a signed Vic jersey.
And I've had better Philly cheesesteak sandwiches outside of Philly. Just saying.
Right?
Hey, dude.
I have
So
to.
you got nothing left, Philly.
Yeah, dude. When we were in Philly, like I asked one of the concierge guys, I was like, "All right," I was like, "Where is the best Philly?" And he named off one of those famous places, and I was like, "How far is it?" He goes, "It's like an hour drive," and I was like, "All right, cool." He's like, "I'll take y'all there," and I was like, "Give $50." I was not impressed. I really
No.
wasn't.
I've had a Philly in Philly.
I was like,
Yeah.
it's
And it
like
was
not seasoned. It's non-seasoned meat.
It was okay. It wasn't a big. Yeah, it was like we would land there sometimes and put it in order, and then someone would go pick it up. So like a big box of Philly cheesesteaks that everybody ordered, and they were not that good.
Yeah, it was all right. There's a place here in Vegas I think makes better Phillies than they do in Philly, and it's called Pops.
Vegas surprisingly has some
Pops Philly cheesesteaks.
of the
Yes,
best
they have
food
great food.
in the world.
Oh,
Hey, where you
AG.
go?
Depending on how surgery goes, we might be meeting up in January.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
You'll be in the old Vegas area.
Hey, what comes around every January? I'll be there for SHOT Show. It all depends on my surgery, though.
Yeah. Oh, did you
I was-
try? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Like I don't even know what the hell SHOT Show is.
It's gun show.
Yeah,
Show?
gun tactics, equipment. It's everything.
It's where all the
Where do
LARPers go.
Do they have that at? Where do they hold it at? Do you know?
All the tacticals.
Probably at
it's
Cashman
at-
Field or something. In the
No,
ghetto.
it's in the Caesars, Caesars and Venetian convention centers because they connect them.
There's-
Yep.
Well, I mean, Caesar's Palace will be like no more here coming soon.
Yeah.
No,
Is that the one they're? Are they demoing it? Building something new?
Dude, I don't even know anymore. Last thing I knew that's where the new Hard Rock Casino was going to be. So if that's the case and that they're going to change it to the new Hard Rock, then they'd have to demo it, because how are you going to have this like Greek, theme and then magically just mask that into a rock and roll theme? It don't work. You'd have to demo a lot of it.
I mean
So
they could
turn
do
all
some
the-
massive renovations to it.
All the
That might
Greek
actually be
statues into
cheaper.
rock stars. Put blonde wigs on all of them.
I thought
That's
Caesar
what-
was the Roman emperor.
Or Roman, whatever. One of those fucking
I don't-
Roman, Greek. Yeah.
Hold on, I could be wrong.
Yeah, he was. He was the one that
Caesar's
took Rome from
Roman, yeah,
from a democracy to a republic, or from a republic to a democracy.
it is.
Democracy.
Yeah.
That's why I failed.
That's why I joined the military, guys.
That's right.
To have a
At two-
democracy or not to have a democracy?
Et tu
Because I
fais,
was not
Brute?
doing good in school.
Oh. That one went over my fucking head, dude.
AG got it.
Clearly, I have an issue as well.
You're too educated for it. That's what it is.
Nah, I don't think so. Yeah, I just wasn't thinking like that, I guess. Yeah, that's got to be why Rome fell, right? Because they became a democracy of some sort.
No, it became a republic.
Are you
Or
sure?
yeah, became an empire.
Rome
went from a
fell.
republic to an empire.
Yeah, the Roman Empire.
Caesar was elected and decided, you know what? Nah, I'm emperor.
Got it. Yeah. Okay. So it was like, what was it? What was the government before?
It was a democracy. Or
Constitution
republic.
of the Roman Republic. Roman Republic is a form of government. Huh. Monarchy to republic to empire. And then it fell. You think that's where we're headed? Some sort of empire?
Woke empire. I feel like it will be eventually, but probably not in our lifetime.
A woke empire.
I mean, I think eventually, like we have all these checks and balances, but I think if one party gets enough fucking people in there, then our government's gonna drastically fucking change.
Well, the difference between a republic and a democrat, and we're democratic republic, is if the people no longer want a republic, then it fails to be a republic. So it would have to be the citizens. It's like, okay, yeah, take over. You're emperor now.
Well, like I said, I don't know what it's gonna be, but it's just now you're not gonna have any opposing views at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no discourse, no argument, no talk.
My partisan, nothing.
Yeah. So they're keeping Caesar's Palace. So here's the new thing: like they're keeping Caesar's Palace, but now the Mirage is going to be turned into the Hard Rock. So the Mirage is going away. That's what it is.
Isn't it?
Had the Mirage been around for a long time?
A long time.
Isn't most of those casinos owned by like three different entities or something?
Probably.
I mean, if you boil it down, like the entire corporate world is owned by like three companies.
Yeah. BlackRock. What? Some other ones. So, I don't even know.
Caesar's Palace is doing some demo and they're going to change up some stuff, but then the Mirage is being turned into a Hard Rock. And then the old Hard Rock, which is off the strip, that turned into Virgin Hotels and Casino like a couple years ago.
Didn't that one used to be off of what is that other street that the Nuggets on?
Paradise. Are you talking about the Hard Rock?
It's on Paradise?
It's on Paradise.
Okay. I was about to say, what's the other famous street over there? We haven't done that one yet. Yeah, Fremont.
Yeah. Fremont Street, yeah. I like
Fremont's the old strip, yeah.
Fremont Street.
Isn't Fremont the one where they
Fremont's
have like
the original
zip line and all that kind of shit on it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I want to go back so we can go to Fremont.
I remember when you could still drive down Fremont Street. They changed that a long time ago.
When was that? When did they block it off to road traffic? Because
probably back in the 60s.
No, they closed it off in the 90s.
I was just saying maybe
early 2000s. I think it was like early 2000s maybe.
I was going to say, AG remembers when they have.
I just had to call y'all old for a minute, okay?
Yeah. It was before Hawaii was a state. I don't know.
Yeah, look, when I'm around y'all, I can make all the old jokes.
95.
Okay. Yeah.
That's when the Fremont Street experience opened. So they obviously closed off the road around that time. A little bit before that so they could build it.
Wow.
Yeah, no, in Vegas, it was probably like 4 hours before. They build shit fast there, it seems like. They're always constantly having something open up.
Shit been slow here because of the fucking unions.
Yeah.
Like the roadways, like road work here is like they've been working on one overpass on my end of Vegas for About 5 months now.
And how long?
One overpass.
Well, why is it? Are they striking or something?
No, they just take as long as they can, get paid. Waste more of our tax money.
Is that
the union? I guarantee you, the union negotiates the contracts for like an astronomical amount of time for these.
Well, here's the thing. Yeah,
and they
so
don't
here's
have to work all day every day.
Here's the thing. Like the city and the county, they don't. On a lot of these jobs, won't put in like a hard deadline.
Yeah,
and then they'll let them have like a extended out and everything else.
That happened here too, when they put in, there's a new water treatment plant getting put in, and it was like 100 million bid, and then it ended up costing like 160 million, and it all came down to the property owners, property taxes and shit. Like landowners around here ended up footing the bill for more. I'm like, how do you come to an agreement for a contract and then pay fucking 75%, damn near 75%, or 60% more on the bill? Like, no, motherfucker, you fucking people signed a contract. It should stay whatever the hell the contract is. Like, you should have thought about that.
The company should have to eat that.
Yeah, I just registered my new truck here, and that shit was over $1,000.
Gross, dude.
Fuck that.
Mine costs $100.
Like
cars are like 70. Yeah, here
That's for my truck.
Licensing for vehicles isn't really too expensive here.
Nope.
First of the year, we no longer have to have inspection.
Smogs?
Yeah, that's gonna be nice. No, just inspection in general.
But commercial vehicles still have to be inspected, just not personal vehicles.
I used to hate that.
It'll be on Texas DPS to do the inspections, which it's never going to fucking happen. They might do it for like the first 6 months after it gets enacted, but after that, they ain't going to do shit unless you're already pulled over.
Oh. California is like the worst. You get like smog inspections and shit.
And then the stickers saying you're compliant with emissions and all that bullshit. It's
and you drive.
Go ahead.
I'll say you drive through those big ass cities and there's nothing but a fucking brown cloud over all of them. Like, what is your smog check actually doing here? Because they look like shit and it smells like shit.
But I mean, if you think about it though, that's a lot of major cities though, just because of the population.
Yeah.
Like how many vehicles are on the road at any one fucking time? Like that's inevitable. Like,
it's driving between like a little north of Thousand Oaks, like Camarillo, Oxnard area, down all the way to San Diego. It's nothing but a brown cloud, and it's just denser as you get over thicker city areas. But the whole of Southern California is just like a smog fucking cloud.
That's just all the hot air Californians put out.
Yeah, it's all that liberal fucking exhaust.
Yeah, the fucking triggered smoke clouds coming out of the ear.
Jay's not here to get offended. So
everybody's triggered there.
Yeah, if you're Harris County, you have to have emissions tests, and if you're 2 counties like surrounding it, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
if you're touching a county that's touching Harris County, then you have to have emissions. But other than that, there's no emissions in Texas.
I haven't done an inspection. I haven't done a Texas inspection since 2018.
Do you guys? Okay, so let's say you buy a used vehicle there, right? From somebody, and you take it to licensing. Do you have to pay sales tax at the licensing office for the purchase price of the vehicle?
Yes.
Now, can you do the fun bill of sale rule where you can sell shit for like $1?
So
that's how I bought my first car, as $1 and a pack of cigarettes.
Yeah,
but that was a long time ago. Because nowadays, like the gifting or like the dollar or whatever.
Yeah.
Basically, what they do is they take what the actual value of the vehicle is. And then how much you bought it for, and then there's like some crazy algorithm, so you're not paying full taxes on what it's worth.
Yeah.
Like we got with the 4Runner, it was a gift because it was directly from my dad.
Mhm.
I think I paid $100 in taxes and fees or whatever,
Okay.
and I paid $0 for the car. And then whenever I bought my truck, I bought it for $2,500, and the retail value, or the whatever value they go off of, whatever they assess, I think was $7,000 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think I ended up paying, I think they assessed it as like $3,200, and then I paid taxes on $3,200.
So don't you guys?
And then I got a discount via military. So
you guys think it's ridiculous that we have to pay sales tax on something that's already had sales tax paid on it once by somebody else? And I have to do that every time it changes hands. Like if you sell it to somebody else, they gotta fucking pay sales tax on it. Like there's probably there's probably a scenario where the sales tax paid on the car will eventually be more than what the car's worth. Probably in a lot of cases.
Here in Vegas, maybe.
If you add it up, all the sales tax paid on a car, like if it was sold 5 times, you know what I mean? Let's say it's a $20,000 car, it's sold 5 times, and you're paying fucking sales tax on whatever price you paid for it. Let's say it, 20, sold it for 18, sold it for 16, sold it for 14. All that sales tax. I wonder if mathematically, you're paying $2,000, or I paid $2,000 for sales tax on a $20,000 car here because it's 10%. It's fucking ridiculous.
Well,
I mean, so pretty soon they're going to find a way to tax when you fold money.
I think they're talking about what is it? It's I want to say use. It's your carbon usage, like carbon tax.
Yeah, the carbon use tax.
What the fuck is that?
California's wanting to do it because everybody went to electric vehicles, and now they're not getting the gas taxes.
Well, theirs is going to be a mileage tax now.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to charge you a tax for every mile you drive in your car in California.
No shit.
Well, yeah. Well, Texas did it.
I don't think it's passed yet, but they're trying.
Did Texas pass that one about for electric vehicles? I know they were going to do something to where, because you pay taxes like on gas and all that other shit or whatever. So that what they were going to do is when you went to register and re-register an electric vehicle, you were going to be charged like 2 to 3 times more registration fee.
I don't know if that was passed or not.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But I know that there was something talking about it.
It says California, back to California vehicle miles traveled VMT tax proposed.
Yep.
And they're talking about California is planning on taxing citizens 30 cents per mile they drive.
Yeah.
Could you imagine having to pay fucking 30 cents a mile, dude?
We had that, but it's called Highway 99. Beltway 99.
Here,
are you like a toll road?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like $4 every 3 miles or some shit.
Good God, dude.
30 cents times, let's say you drive 12,000 miles. That is $3,600
per year, right?
For the year.
You drive that money
for the year.
That's insane.
For the year. Yeah, I'm saying if you drove 12,000 miles.
Yeah.
And most people drive more than that nowadays.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you're traveling in California, half those people travel, an hour, 2 hours to get to work every fucking day because they don't live in the city.
Yeah.
I
guess you just have to start using public transportation,
Shit. I mean, for me, it's a 22-mile one way.
Yeah.
They're doing it to themselves because of the whole planning to make California all electric by like some certain date.
What is that?
16,000 miles is what I do.
So 16,000? Here, let's see.
I think it's 2035.
4,800.
Yeah.
2035, they're planning to be all electric. All vehicles sold in the state.
So 2035?
Yeah. 10 years.
So they want to do that. And now they're going to lose all that gas tax that they charge because, it's like $6 a gallon in California.
Yeah.
Sold it for $2.34 the other day.
Yeah.
What?
$2.34.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. Why is
100%.
Why is it $2.34?
Dude, my truck on a quarter a tank.
Because your state charges $9 billion in tax.
Yeah. That's why I like the South, man. I can go from here to Florida and not pay over $2.60 a gallon.
Yeah.
I pay like
from here to go to Florida.
I pay about $3.40 here in Vegas. $3.50.
I think mine's about $3.50, $3.60, somewhere in there right now.
Is that on base?
Yeah, pretty much everywhere you go. Sometimes the base is actually a little more. I go to the reservation sometimes when I drive by it because they don't have to pay some of those state taxes, so their gas price is generally cheaper. Same with tobacco, same with fucking alcohol, same with everything. They don't get charged, and you can go on their stores and buy shit.
And they welcome everybody because they making a shit ton of money.
Oh yeah, and I have zero issue paying for stuff on the reservation because it's going to the reservation, not the fucking state that doesn't do shit with it.
Where I buy my Rogues.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
$2.47 at my sister's in Florida. Yep.
Yeah.
I buy all my Rogues from the res.
So why?
Yeah, what's gas prices in Georgia, Mom?
Yeah, I'm curious.
Because I think Georgia's cheap too.
In California,
it's under $3.
2015 or 14, it was $5 a gallon. Probably
it's cheaper here because 42% of America's oil comes from here.
$2.99. So yeah, right under $3. Yeah, but is that recently went up because of the hurricane bullshit? I'd want to know pre-hurricane shit.
Hurricane's about to get hit. They're about to get hit again.
Yeah.
Not in the same spot, but it's going to go across the shaft instead of the gooch.
Yeah, but it's still going to be gnarly. Anytime Florida gets hit with a Cat 3, it's not good.
France is going to get hit. I haven't seen that before. But France it's going to be a tropical storm by the time it hits them. But
yeah,
I've never seen one make fucking Europe landfall before.
We're just in early fucking October. Like this is about to.
Well, they said hurricane. It was supposed to end October 1st, but it ramped up.
Yeah, I was about to say there's like 4 or 5 more coming.
Yeah, right now they're tracking 3 or 4. 2 of them aren't. I know for sure aren't. It's 3. 2 of them aren't gonna make landfall in America. One of them's not gonna make landfall at all, and then the one in the Gulf is gonna curve away from Texas and go hit Florida. Sorry, Florida, but thank you.
Is that the one that's
Facts. It's
starting like
y'all's turn
inside the Gulf, like pretty deep?
Yep.
Close to.
Yep.
Okay.
Mexico.
Yeah, that's interesting, man. Is it the season? I mean, it's hurricane season. Is that why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, well, it's from like midsummer to mid fall. It's hurricane season.
I don't.
Yeah, it's kind of it's tragic, like all these hurricanes and all the devastation that they cause or whatever. But it's like, you've got everybody that's in Texas and Louisiana
and Florida.
Everybody's like, but everybody's like, thank God it's not us this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's one of those like to what Rebel said. He's like, I hate it, but thank you. Like, yes, it is because we've gotten the last how many?
All of them.
Our area. Yeah, it's insane. But the only thing saving us is these fucking cold fronts, dude. These cold fronts that keep pushing up from the north literally shoves everything to the fucking east.
I don't know. I went through a hurricane when I was in Florida way back in like 1998. It was like George or George A or something. I don't remember, but they just put us in a school that had boarded up windows and shit. They took us off the base because of flooding, perhaps. But I just, going through that, and it was like, I don't want to live down here. So I tried to avoid it as much as possible. Just, I couldn't imagine people having to, like, a lot of times, people that storm hits them, like, everything they have is completely destroyed and gone. And hopefully they don't lose their life, but that's a possibility too. That's fucking kind of scary shit, man.
See, the worst flooding I've ever been through was not even a hurricane, though. It was like Tax Day and Memorial Day floods here in Houston that fucking half the city was underwater.
Yeah.
But like hurricanes to us, it's just like mostly it's the wind that's damaging everything. Or like tornadoes that get kicked up.
Yeah.
It's the wind, man. That's crazy. Like, and the buildings can't withstand it sometimes. And clearly, look what happened this last one. It completely devastated up that East Coast,
Yeah, but they're not used to getting hit either.
Yeah, and a lot of that too. I think there was a lot more tornadoes than what were,
reported.
Not reported, but like you can predict when tornado weather, that could create tornadoes, and I think they just underestimated it. But until a hurricane hits landfall, you never fucking know.
Last one they got hit by was like early 2000s.
Yeah.
Like maybe mid 2000s. And it devastated them there too. It's like they had graves floating out of graveyards, the East Coast, the whole Carolinas and shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, this one
wasn't that long ago. What's that one that went all the way up the East Coast and hit
Jersey.
New York, Jersey, took out the boardwalk, all that stuff? It wasn't that long ago. It went all the way up that East Coast.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah.
That wasn't too long. It hit, it devastated all that area. Jersey.
Well, and the thing about it, that's a lot of people like, so, Texas, Louisiana, Texas all the way to fucking Florida. Like, if it's a Cat 2 or below, ain't nobody going fucking nowhere. It's like a Cat 2 really ain't shit.
Jump change. That's nothing.
Once you start looking at like a mid Cat 3 and above, now everybody's like, oh shit, like we might want to fucking leave. Because you're talking 90 plus mile an hour winds at that point, and then that's where the tornadoes really get kicked up, and it's like, okay, this is how you die.
Well, I think
we didn't go anywhere for Harvey, and it was a high Cat 4.
Yeah.
Well,
but Harvey just sat.
Yeah.
Nobody evacuated because it was supposed to dissipate so quick, but it didn't, and it just fucking sat and just dumped fucking rain.
Well, they most of the time like tell people to evacuate if they are confident that it's going to be a very damaging storm.
But they tell people to do that. The thing.
I mean, most people hear evacuate and they don't, it seems like. Like, I have a feeling, let's say for whatever reason there's a tsunami here on my side where I'm at, because there's signs up, in low areas like tsunami areas or whatever.
Yeah.
There's probably a lot of people that will not fucking leave. I think that's the same kind of mindset. Like, nah, I'm not gonna leave. Like,
that's the American mindset. We're gonna die on our land.
Yeah.
Well, but you gotta look. Hey, how often do tsunamis happen?
I have never seen one. I don't even know if there's ever been one.
But so you got like down in the South, hurricanes happen all the fucking time. Like somebody in your fucking family has lived through at least 5 hurricanes. If you lived in one spot long enough between Texas and Florida.
Yeah. I'd imagine.
They have lived through hurricanes, and you kind of know what to expect. And I think that's why a lot of people don't. But then if there's a weather shift, if Mother Nature, tries to do the, pull the gotcha card, and that's whenever people get fucked up. Because, I mean, my parents, the evacuation, they come up here. Because, we're going to get something, but it's not going to be as bad. Never will be. Historically.
I don't know. Rita went pretty hard up that way.
Was it Rita or was it? I forget which one it was.
I know Rita.
They
destroyed our cabin. Our property on the cabin.
They shut the fucking base down for one of them. I forget which one that one was. That was like 07, 08.
Yeah, it was Rita.
Okay, yeah. They shut the fucking base down because it was flooded. I was stuck on base for 3 fucking days. That was whenever, that was the one where I'm sitting on the fucking flight line or whatever, and my truck is moving, and it's in park. And we just floated down the fucking flight line. All 12-hour shifts. We just drive back and then just let it carry us again.
It was 05, 06, somewhere in there when Rita.
No, this one was.
We had my daughter.
Katrina was 05.
05, yeah.
Katrina was 05.
Rita was right after.
Same year.
Katrina.
So there was another one later, because it was after I was a game warden. So it was after 07, or right around that 07, 08. There was another one that hit us that shut shut up here down. But that was the worst one, I think. North Louisiana's had.
We had my daughter. That was 2005 was Hurricane Rita. We had my daughter in March, and we were living in a house that the roof was not connected to the walls. And we were so afraid that it was going to hit Houston and go up north where we were. We're just north of Houston, and just destroy that house. So we're like, I was calling my mom. I was like, I think we should go. My family should go to the cabin. I think that's far enough inland that it will be fine. It did more damage at our cabin than it did anywhere else.
Yeah.
So I was just looking while you guys were talking. The last tsunami hit here is 1,000 years ago. Evidence of it
in Washington.
Yeah, Whidbey Island.
So that's.
Well, I feel like
there's had quite a few.
There's a volcano that erupts big enough in Hawaii, it would push over it that way.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe.
Earthquakes. There's sensors in like Hawaii and I think off the coast here somewhere along the west coast of the United States too. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it'd have to be like an island melting fucking explosion, I would think, and a huge earthquake to follow,
Yeah, the point that I was making was like, in the South, they're so used to fucking hurricanes.
Yeah.
Tsunamis, like in your area specifically, where they don't happen, nobody really knows exactly what's going to happen. Now, granted, tsunamis are going to create way more devastation than a fucking hurricane.
Yeah. Well, it's
depending on how big it is.
Generally, they're tall, not a super tall wave, but a very long, forceful wave, I think, is how they work. Like, they can just travel inland so far, but not at a high level, but a ton of power and water damage.
And volume.
Volume.
Yeah, they can travel 30 miles inland and just, everything is devastated. Like, your house would be gone if a tsunami hit. Guaranteed.
Maybe. I'm high up, so I'm like probably... see, the bluff is about 30 feet, 40 feet, and I'm probably about another 30 or 40 feet above that. So I'm probably like...
But how far...
60.
You'd probably be all right.
I'm about...
But how far away from...
Let's see, in my length of my property, I think it's around 250 or 300 feet long-wise, and then there's a road and another lake. So it's probably like 600 feet from the water.
From the coast?
Yeah.
Or just the water?
From the water. From the bluff.
But okay.
Which is the water's down below.
And how tall is the bluff?
About 30 to 40 feet, and I'm about 30 to 40 feet above that. So elevation-wise, I'm probably at about, probably around 80 feet in elevation above the water.
That would be one that I personally wouldn't chance.
Yeah. Well, I think... Well, here's the thing, though, is I'm on the southeastern side. So, like, any tsunami would come likely from the Pacific Ocean, like the islands, Japan, that area, and it would have to go into the Puget Sound. The western side of the island would probably be getting nailed, like, because it's some beach, lower beaches. There's some bluffs and stuff, too, but that's where the main, like, where the ocean is. Really, there's tons of waves and shit all the time, bigger waves. Over here, sometimes the water's like glass on this side, just calm.
Your face would get fucked, though.
Yeah, it's like sea level, dude. It's like 10 feet.
People make the joke about it, when it freezes, Texas shuts down. My
100%.
rebuttal is, okay, you go through a hurricane then. We're not prepared for freezing, but we can go through a hurricane like it ain't nothing.
Yeah.
Now, if your state went through a hurricane, it would probably be shut down for months too. You know.
Oh, mine. Every fucking house here would be destroyed. They're all made out of wood. There's just like
ours are made out of wood too.
Brick houses and shit.
Have like hurricane clips on the rafters and
what is that?
And all that
hurricane.
It's a metal clip that goes. It holds the rafters and the joist to the wall.
It's a joint. It's a joist or a joist joint or whatever.
Oh, that metal thing that like is sandwiched in there. Oh yeah. I think all joists have those, don't they? Or at least newer. Mine do.
Yeah, but I think ours are thicker.
I get wind here like no other though. It hits 50, 60 miles an hour at least regularly in the winter, like gusting. Like it feels like it's gonna fucking rip the roof off the house, but it doesn't ever.
Well, that's like it going from the south to fucking Japan. Like Ashley was in the fucking hospital and we had a fucking like sleet storm, right? Yeah. A sleet storm. And the roads did ice. You know, I will tell you that because I was in her fucking Mustang. Yeah.
These are all hurricane clips.
Those are pretty standard on
in a lot of houses.
If you climb
these are
into,
like you have to have them. Like it's
if you climb into
code if you don't have them.
If you climb into an attic now, like I climb into mine, it has all that shit in there.
Well, y'all's probably it's probably called something different, but I mean because of y'all's winds, 100%. I get it.
Huh.
Also, we have like hurricane windows and shit too.
What is that?
It's just a thicker glass.
Oh, I thought it'd be like multiple.
It's multiple panes, but thicker glass as well.
I mean, double pane is pretty
because they're insulated.
Yeah. Double pane here is pretty standard. That's pretty much standard on most windows you buy. Double.
I would almost think that Skeps, the building codes up there where Skeps at is probably about the same as it is down here.
Yeah.
Just because of high winds. Like if it hits 50, 60, then I mean it's gotta.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
It gusts up pretty high and it's especially if you don't have trees to block it out. I mean, I don't have trees that are really blocking out. There's a row of trees along the bluff, but I sit kind of above them and everything just comes like hit the side of the house and down it. And sometimes you can just hear it. Like you don't really feel the suction, if you get a high wind in some houses, you can feel like a suction in the house.
Reverberation,
yeah. I don't really have that because my house is sealed up pretty well, but you can definitely feel the windows flexing, like when it's blowing. I'm like, Jesus Christ! Let's break these fucking windows out.
Or like a skyscraper. Like if you're too close to a building, you can like watch it.
Feel that pressure squeezing you.
Yeah.
Like American Daddy made his house waterproof, watertight. And he fucking starts flooding, and he starts floating down the fucking street.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure the houses in Vegas was like, is that holding? Yeah, all right.
Hold on.
Yeah,
it didn't fall. We're good.
All right, it's all right.
I think you
look at your phone.
You guys in Vegas would probably be the worst if it like flooded fucking crazy. And
well, they've built up a lot of the flood stuff now because Vegas has flooded quite a few times just from rain. You're in a valley.
Yeah.
And they've had to really ramp up and build a lot more like retention basins and spillways and all the flood areas. I know that when it does flood, they always end up getting some dead bodies under the strip over there because of the tunnels all the homeless people are living in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm. Yeah, I think that.
What's everybody going to do if Yellowstone erupts?
We'll all be dead over here.
I think that if that happened, the atmosphere would just be, there would be no sun for fucking who knows how long. I think that would be probably the most devastating thing to happen to the air in the atmosphere. Because I think...
Yeah, the fallout.
I read somewhere that volcanoes do more damage to the atmosphere, active volcanoes that are currently active, than humans do.
Yeah, they put out more
toxic,
or more
metals and gases, and
it'd be way worse than that. What was it? What's that last one that was pretty bad? Like Iceland or Greenland? Whatever.
It was
that
Iceland.
Volcano was it Iceland? And I mean, it was dropping ash in Eastern Europe and I don't even know. It's like they had to completely reroute all plane travel.
It shut down plane travel.
Yeah.
Weeks, man.
When I've been to in Sicily, right? I've been to Sicily numerous times, and Mount Etna is there in Sicily, and Mount Etna erupts pretty regularly, and you'll find like volcanic ash all over everything, aircraft, cars, buildings, and it's very acidic, and you have to like wash it off. There's actually inspections for washing aircraft that have volcanic ash, and you have to like brush it all off first, because if you add water to it, it can like create more problems and get inside of crevices and cracks and shit. So you actually have to like blow it off, brush it off, and then wash the aircraft. But it's constant. Like the last time I was there, it was erupting. In fact, I think I probably have pictures of it somewhere, but I'll see if I can text. I got your hint. Yeah, I figured you were talking about that. Tuna.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, last time I was there, it was erupting. It was pretty cool. Never seen a volcano erupt in person.
Y'all hear about the dude that for an April Fool's joke, he halted like a shit ton of tires up a volcano and lit them on fire to make people think that the volcano was active.
He lit them on fire?
Yeah.
Where was that at?
I don't know. Let me look it up.
Some dude, just some guy who's like pissed off the world decides to do that and fuck with everybody.
Just rolling flaming tires down a mountain.
Actually, that's kind of funny, you know? Like,
we've had some kids do that here where I live, but
roll flaming tires down hills and mountains?
Yeah. Down the mountain.
Jesus.
Mount Edgecumbe, a dormant volcano, south end of Krzov Island in Alaska.
Oh.
As April Fool's jokes. It didn't say how many tires, but it says he's spray painting the snow in 50-foot high black letters the words April Fools.
Really? What a dick, man. So people actually thought it was...
Oh, 70 old tires.
People actually thought it was like a volcano erupting?
Yeah.
Wow. Like an asshole.
Yeah, that's an April Fool's joke that'll land you in jail.
Sitka, Alaska.
Sitka.
They ever find out who it was? Oliver Porky Bickard. Bicker is his name.
I'm gonna send you. I think I could send it in the chat. You guys could pull it up. I'll put some. I think I have a somewhat decent photo of it somewhere. So this will be Mount Etna. Let me find a good one. Oh, here we go. Okay. Share to fucking, oh God. How do I fucking do it? Copy. I'm gonna put it in our chat so you can pull it up and see it.
Yeah, I got you.
See what I'm looking at.
Got it ready to pull up.
All right, there you go. It's kind of far away, and I took it with my phone, so it's not like the best photo, but You can definitely see some of the red and the flame like up there at the peak of Mount Etna. And I took that photo in Taormina. Yeah, it's kind of zoomed in, but you see that like reddish orange at the top there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like magma coming out. Mm-hmm. But that's
hot magma.
Yeah, that's Mount Etna.
Magma.
That erupts like all the time. All the time. And from different angles, obviously it looked better, but that was probably the best shot I could get zoomed in with the.
I mean, if you would have told me that was Washington State, I would have believed you.
No,
like, no difference.
Like, yeah.
Well, there's a bunch of active volcanoes here. They're all like stratovolcanoes, I think there are. I live near one. And it's not too far. I think it's Mount Baker is the biggest one, and then Mount Rainier, I think, is a volcano as well. Let me see. Volcanoes in Washington State, yeah. Mount Rainier. Mount Baker, Glacier Peak. I know both of those.
I think if I'm not mistaken, that if it's not in the Rockies or in the Appalachian or the Ozarks, then they're volcanoes, one way or other, or were volcanoes. I think those are only 3 natural from
peaks.
Tectonic shifts. Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of other peaks that are here in the state that aren't volcanoes, but the biggest mountains here are the 2 that we have. So Mount Rainier is like 14,409 feet. That one is. Mount Baker's 10,000, which that one you can see from different angles from here. They're pretty fucking big though when you look at them. Well, there's a bunch of other small ones too. Some that are extinct. I guess they call them extinct when they're not active anymore. An extinct volcano.
Mm-hmm.
Dormant.
Ancient.
Yeah, I don't know. What was it? Mount St. Helens, right, is here, I think.
What was the volcano that what's the god of Scientology threw all the thetans into? And you know that story? What Scientologists believe? There was like a war of aliens or something. There was a warlord and an alien that threw all these people into a volcano because they were so sinful or something, and their spirits were like expelled, and they attached themselves to humans. They're called thetans.
Oh.
And when you become clear, is that you become one with the thetan and able to control the thetan that's inside of you, which causes the evil.
I've never heard that before, and it's like a volcano here in the United States.
It's either that or Mars or something. It's yeah, but it was it was an ancient volcano on Earth.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, it's what you get when you have the most published author, science fiction author creating a religion.
L. Ron Hubbard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking weirdos, dude. Hey, so we've been at it for about an hour. If you guys want to wrap this shit up,
I'm good with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Love y'all. Mean it.